Welcome back to the channel Future CMAs. Yes, in a couple of months, I'll not be calling you guys Future CMAs, I'll be calling you fellow cost accountants. Right, my fellow cost accountants, within the next 10 days, you will be cost accountants. So start spending that 10 days in as effective manner as possible and starts manifesting that you are going to be a cost accountant. Coming to this particular video, 3-day success plan for paper 13, the very first paper of our CMA final, corporate and economic laws. So the first question I'll get from the student is, sir, should I spend 3 days for this exam? I've gone through so many students right now. Sir, law is very easy for us. We have done a lot of revisions. We have studied it so many times already. We have studied it multiple times. We have written so many exams already. We are familiar with the subject and we are very confident with the subject. Please don't be in that dilemma. How much ever you have studied, how much ever you have prepared for, the last leg of revision, which will actually be the turning point for your exam, please do spend 3 days. Even though you have studied it multiple times, even though you are very familiar with the topic, please do spend 3 days. If at all, if you're able to squeeze in another subject into these 3 days, that's fine, but you have to spend 3 days with the law books. So that will create some sort of confidence for you. These 3 days we have to do writing practice, we have to do presentations, we have to quantify the answers, we have to make sure that we are writing on a timed basis, we have to complete all the past papers, MQPs of the syllabus 2022, we have to complete the MCQs given by ICMA study material and the website. So make sure that you spend proper amount of time. 3 days should be there, because sir, I believe that the paper 13, the first paper of CMA final paper, corporate and economic laws, is the most important paper. Not the fact that I teach it, because of the fact that this will have a snowball effect. Once the first exam goes with a positive mindset, you come out of the exam with a proper smile. At by 1 o'clock your exams will be done on 10th of June. Once you come out of this exam with a proper smile, proper positive content, positivity coming out of you, that will have a huge impact on the other subjects as well. So spending these 3 days are gonna not only fetch you additional marks in law, but also additional marks in other subjects. Trust me, these 3 days are going to definitely get you an exemption out of this paper. Only fact is, you have to make sure that you prepare in this particular fashion. Yes, you got this right, you are reading it right. Day one, we are not going to cover company law. We are not going to cover company law. Yes, company law is going to come for 60 marks in the exam. It is the most important part of a syllabus. But I know you have done company law very huge amount of times already. If you have studied economic law, say twice or thrice, you might have already done the company law like 5 or 6 times already. I agree. If at all I give you 3 days for company law, you sit down and study for 3 days. If I give you one day, you'll complete it in one day. Even if situations are there, if you had to complete company law within 5-6 hours, you'll complete within 5-6 hours. So let's utilize the time in a most efficient manner and start with economic laws. Economic laws, my suggestion would be to go for day one, economic laws other than SEBI, and especially when you're doing this economic laws, make sure that you are doing the writing practice at least for the subheadings. Make sure that subheadings of the economic laws are properly understood and properly practiced on a paper, so that you will be able to recollect and represent them in the paper in a better manner. Except SEBI, this particular set of economic laws except SEBI will somewhere fetch you for 30 to 35 marks. Yes, trust me, 30-35 marks, most scoring part of a subject. There won't be any tricky question asked from this particular sort of chapters. I know this is difficult to remember, but if at all you are able to strive them up, if at all you are able to remember them, you will easily score 30 to 35 marks out of these economic laws. Coming to day 2, which will be the most important day for me, the most important day where we'll be covering lot of topics, not lot of topics, but lot of conceptual clarity, and lot of weightage will be covered in day 2, where we'll be covering 4 specific chapters. That's it. SEBI, IBC, your SEBI and IBC will be done. Along with this, you will be doing your board of directors and board meeting. If at all you do the analysis of your past papers, these 4 set of chapters, SEBI, IBC, board of directors and board meetings, will fetch you at least in every single attempt, every MQP you pick up, it will fetch you somewhere around 40 to 45 marks. Trust me, 40 to 45 marks will come from these 4 chapters. So will be the heart of your entire subject law. So make sure that you always prepare the day 2 with the utmost intensity and spend a lot of time in these particular topics. Then coming to the day 3, rest of the Companies Act and the corporate governance, make sure that side headings in the corporate governance is remembered. and make sure that you quantify the answer in a better manner. So a little tips before I leave. First thing, make sure that you cover 100% syllabus, because ICMA Institute has changed their pattern in such a manner that they're not asking company law in a single question. For say if 2A is company law, 2B from the economic laws. If 2 say 3B is from 3A is from company law, 3B might be from corporate governance. So there is always a mix and match of questions in the final level. So make sure that you cover 100% of syllabus before you step into the exam. Second thing, do writing practice on a daily basis. Yes, you have not written from the last say 10 or 15 days now, so make sure that you do the writing practice, get the blood pumping into your fingers, do the writing practice with proper presentation, proper quantification of the answer. Try to write at least 1.5 to 2 sides of the paper. Try and present it as if you're writing in the main exam. Underline them, put in the section numbers, leave gap between 2 points. You do all the presentation tips we have discussed in the classes. So do all the writing practice at least on a daily basis. Put in half an hour to 1 hour for writing practice mandatorily. Trust me, that is going to fetch you a long way if you do writing practice on a daily basis for the next 3 days. And please be positive and start manifesting the success. Please be positive and stay around only those people who are positive. Manifest the success. Let's manifest the success in the comment section this time. Coming 3 months, where do you want to see yourself? I'm a cost accountant. I've cleared both groups of CMA final. I've cleared group 3 of CMA final. I am preparing for my interviews. I have applied for placement. I am working in a particular MNC or particular corporate level industry, or I'm working in a firm. I have set up my own practice. Please manifest this, start manifesting, create that positive intent from this particular point of time, and make sure that this positive intent continues until the exams are done. However particular paper comes in, however difficult that is, however how much ever marks you have written, doesn't matter. Make sure that you be positive until the end miracles happen. I have seen so many students who have passed out with 40 marks in a particular subject. I've seen so many students who have got ranks without any confidence that they'll get a rank or so. So please be positive until the end of the exams. Whatever worse the paper goes in, please be positive. That will definitely help you until the end of the exams. I'll wish every student watching this particular video all the very best for your exams, and wish all the luck that is possible out there for you in the exams. Share this video with all our CMA community as possible. Let's reach to as many students as possible. Happy learning, guys. I hope you will be a cost accountant in the next 3 to 4 months. Happy learning and all the very best. Thank you, guys.